Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's Dark Sense here. Back with another Wrestling Revolution 3D video. Today's episode 11 for you guys, so let's get into it. So, yeah. We have a best of 3 title match defending my world championship against Midwinter. I'm sure you'd love to score a fluke victory over me, Dark Sense. This is a best of 3 match, which ensures the only way to win is if you deserve it. That suits me. I didn't read it like that, but okay. Backbreaker. Just ground and pound offense, running clothesline. A little more of the same. Yeah, I don't know. Right now, there's not a lot of wrestling news. I mean, the Motor City Machine Gun signed with WWE, which is dope. They signed with NXT, so I think it's going to be a deal where they sign with NXT for now. By the Rumble, they get called up to the main roster. They're going to be a Monday Night Raw team. I think that they would benefit more being on Monday Night Raw, just because, you know, they could feud with the Judgment Day, they could feud with American Made, they could feud with, maybe the Wyatt Six later down the line, but I don't know how they want to go about that. I just don't see them being a SmackDown team. I see the Lucha Brothers being more of a SmackDown team. And the Guns can feud with LWO. I'm really hoping they keep Pentagon and Phoenix away from the LWO, just because I think that they would benefit more from, you know, their own exposure and not being associated with them just because they're similar, you know? But yeah. Got done watching last night. Got done watching Friday Night SmackDown. That was pretty cool. So it's going to be Cody and Roman versus the Bloodline. Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa. Knowing Solo, though, he's probably going to get somebody else to take his place for him, because I doubt he's going to be in this match. Like, why risk you're the air quotes around head of the table, you know? You're the new leader of this bloodline. Why risk you giving up a match like this? Regardless, I do think the bloodline's going to beat Cody and Roman, just because I don't see Cody and Roman coexisting. I think Roman does get his win back, but that's going to be at Survivor Series, you know, along with like the Usos and all that. But yeah. So yeah, the steel cage match was cool for the most part. That spot by Cody where he jumped from the top of the cage was insane. You know, the flying crossbody. Jacob and Roman face off was pretty cool. That match stipulation with Nia Jax, Tiffany Stratton, Bayley, and Naomi is pretty cool. Like, if Bayley and Naomi win, like, whoever gets the pin gets the title shot at Bad Blood. But if one of them gets pinned in that tag match, they get shipped over to Raw, basically. Realistically, what I think they should do is they have Bayley and Naomi lose this. Bayley loses, she has to go to Monday Night Raw. Her first feud is going to be with Damage Control. Because, of course it would be. Like, her and Dakota Kai have this history. Her and Io Sky have this history. Like, why would you not, you know? Unless they do just say screw it and just give Bayley the title match. But regardless, I think Nia's going to retain anyway. So I don't really think it matters like that. But yeah. I think right now the best case scenario would be Nia wins, and then we could go over to Survivor Series or whatever. You know, it's a team from SmackDown, a team from Raw. You can kind of filter in some NXT women in there, like Sol Ruka, Kalani Jordan, maybe like a Candice LeRae, Indy Hartwell situation, you know. But yeah, for sure have like Damage Control, because obviously they're gonna do like a women's Survivor Series style type type match. Not maybe War Games. Yeah, I could see it. You know, because obviously they're gonna do Bloodline. You know, OG Bloodline and the new Bloodline. You know, for War Games. So for the other one, it could be though where we get Team Liv versus Team Rhea. You know, for Team Liv, it would be Liv, Dominic Mysterio, Finn Balor. Actually, no, because yeah, maybe nah. Actually, no, Carlito. Maybe JD McDonough. Cause I don't know how they would go about it. Cause it's like, okay, you can go Balor, JD, Liv, and Dom against Rhea, Priest. Probably Jay. Nah, you can't have Jay because he's gonna be in the Bloodline thing. I don't know who you get for that, to be honest. Like, decide with them. Maybe like an established tag team already that's, you know, kind of just floating around. I don't really know how they would make that work. But yeah, I don't know, man. WWE is in a really weird spot. I'm honestly saying this truthfully. If Bad Blood doesn't do good, I have really low expectations for Survivor Series, because Survivor Series is one of the big four. You know, it's Survivor Series, SummerSlam, Royal Rumble, and Mania. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so yesterday though, I got done watching SmackDown, and I also watched TNA Victory Road. That was cool. For me, match of the night was probably Joe Hendry and Josh Alexander, just because these guys kind of know each other so well throughout the years that they've been fighting and feuding and stuff, that they were just able to make it work, and it was solid, and there wasn't like, there wasn't any botched spots. It looked clean. It looked good, you know? It looked like a good match. And Joe Hendry won by tapping out Alexander with the freaking ankle lock. I thought that was cool. For me, like, my least favorite match was probably the women's tag titles, just because I think their tag division is kind of lacking. That's kind of what I'm hoping happens with the TNA and NXT brand, you know, colliding thing. Like, we get a lot of the tag titles and a lot of the titles and stuff merging on both shows to get stuff kind of situated. What I really want to see though is like the Motor City Machine Guns versus the Rascals or something. Obviously, we're gonna see Fraxium, you know, versus the Guns probably on CW for the tag titles or something. You know, we see Julia and Roxanne Perez. I think this is a way though that we naturally get Cora Jade to come back on NXT TV, because she's missed so much time due to injury. Cora comes back, costs Roxanne. Roxanne elevates Cora. Cora wins this feud against Roxanne Perez. Cora Jade wins this feud against Roxanne, and Roxanne moves up to the main roster. So she can feud against... Personally, I see her being on Monday Night Raw. Her and Liv Morgan would probably be dope. Her and Liv Morgan, her and Rhea Ripley. There's a lot you can do, especially with Roxanne moving up. That leaves room for Stephanie McCourt to debut eventually against Julia. Jordan Grace eventually is going to move over too. You can probably have Rosemary be like a full-time NXT girl. You can... There's a lot you can do with NXT. A lot you can do with TNA. I'm really excited the way just wrestling is going right now. AEW is doing its thing. All In and All Out were solid pay-per-views for them. Like, they're probably two of the best pay-per-views I've seen in a minute. Just because, I mean, Bash in Berlin was kind of mid. I'm really hoping Bad Blood is, like, insane. Like, I know Punk and Drew will be good because it's Hell in a Cell. Liv and Rhea is always good. They have good chemistry against each other. Priest and Balor finally getting that, which I think is dope. I think you have Balor win, though. That's the thing. Is I don't see a world where you have Balor and Liv both lose. You have to have one of them lose, but at the same time, it's like you don't want to diminish the title that Liv's held so far, you know? Like, yeah, she, you know, air quotes around retired Becky Lynch, you know? And then she's feuding with Rhea all the time. That's also a reason why I want Roxanne to be moved up to the main roster, because so Liv has more competition if she's still going to be champion. Because I don't want it to just be Rhea and Liv till Mania. Like, I think that's going to be boring, personally. I think the Rumble is going to spice up a lot of things for wrestling in general. I see the Motor City Machine Guns being a part of it. I see the Lucha Brothers being a part of it. I see Joe Hendry being a part of it. I see Frankie Kazarian, just, you know, more stable guys, you know, that they've had in the past, you know. Outside of the Lucha Brothers and Motor City Machine Guns, just in terms of guys that they can bring from NXT to NXT / you know, debuting on the main roster. That can be in the Rumble. You know, and then people are going to wonder, okay, when are these guys going to debut outside of the Guns, because the Guns are already established for the CW, which is going to be cool. That should be a good show. CM Punk's going to be on NXT, I think, this Tuesday to mention something. Probably mention something leading to, like, a tease of Cora Jade coming back. But, yeah, I don't know. Wrestling is really, really cool right now. I'm really, really excited with how everything's going and just everything all together. But, yeah. Let me know what you guys thought of the video down below. I'll see you guys in the next video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Later.
Real talk, shout out Trent.